Gemini, welcome to Empress Moon Tarot. This is going to be your mid-month for October 2018. My humblest apologies for the delay in getting these air sign ones out. I have been extremely exhausted and have been doing so much sleeping. So I apologize for the delay, but regardless, I just wanted to take a moment to just let you know that, hopefully going forward that won't be an issue. So when I do a 9-card spread, I do past, present, future. Now this is for October 15th or 16th through the 31st, so you may start seeing future appear during that time frame or the beginnings of it. Past could be yesterday, last week, last month, last year, and present and self-explanatory. I also read across, diagonal, and in a diamond, but you may not see all of that as I'm reading, just so you know. We were given 1 romance angels and 1 mystical wisdom. There were no cards that popped out in the pre-shuffle, and any clarifying will be done with the Celtic mini tarot. So let's go on our voyage of discovery and see what we've got. So central to your reading, I have the 10 of Wands. That is feeling exceedingly overburdened, as if you're spreading yourself too thin, with a warning to start saying no to people. You may be a very giving person and finding that you're not taking enough time for self, but we'll know more when the rest of the cards come out. The rest of the cards will be surrounding this central theme. So we have the 8 of Wands, the Tower. Don't fear the Tower, Gemini. The Ace of Wands. So that was the 8 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. We have the 4 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Okay. We have the 3 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the Moon. Wow. Okay, Gemini, you've got some. Well, first of all, Gemini, you do have two aces in your reading, which is fabulous, because that indicates that there's something that's about to begin in your life, or it's in the early stages of development. Okay, so that's really good. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is about destiny, but it is also about an unexpected event that comes along. Just like the Tower is about an unexpected event that comes along, and it's going to create some burdens for you. I do see you're in your head quite a bit, and you are working very, very hard. I'm not really feeling a love situation here, but, as I read, if it resonates with you on the relationship front, then, take it as you will. But I am seeing here, in the past, recent past, it looks like, you were working very hard to have a balanced life. You're trying to find balance associated with numerous areas of your life. Abundant balance, in terms of like wealth and love and, family, and it covers so many things. Now in other tarot decks, some readers will call this the arrows of love, because it does often have to do with romantic communication, but I'm really not seeing love and romance in here, okay? I'm seeing more of a need for self-love, but I'm not seeing anything associated with you and a partner. The 8 of Wands in this particular deck really shows that this balance that you were striving to attain was an opportunity actually that came to you in regards to communication. It was an opportunity that came along that, you know, you felt it sort of came out of nowhere, and it feels very strongly as if it's divinely blessed for you. And the pathway's not entirely clear yet, but you feel pretty good about it. You see that it has the potential to go in a good direction. So that's what we see with this, you know, Eight of Wands. But then we see that at the same time that this wonderful new gift comes along, something else comes to an end. It's really quite interesting. It's almost as if the communication, along with this, you know, this new idea, this new dream, it's almost as if like your dream has been morphed into something else. Like it started out in one way, but the dream has grown grander, and it's sort of changed and molded, likely as a result of this communication. And the Ace of Wands talks about, you know, a passionate new start, you know, following that, being brave and following that one big dream that comes along. It's sometimes a creative expression. It's about taking chances. But it's as if this grand idea, this grand dream, and this communication created the Tower moment. So the Tower moment is when, you know, a foundation comes crumbling down, and it can sometimes leave you feeling a little bit weak, a little bit fearful. It tends to be a learning situation as well. Like we learn from it in order to rebuild a new foundation. So it's almost like I sort of feel as if you've abandoned one dream to begin the journey towards another. Or the dream is morphed into something else. That's what it feels like. Okay, and at present, I show you in a period of, it's almost like, so we see this cloud as, you know, crying, and it's almost like there's a feeling of hopelessness, yet here's the universe saying, hello, I gave you this one new thing, what are you going to do with it? It feels to me more like the burdens that you're carrying after abandoning this one thing and moving into this next cycle. You know, the Tower, it transforms a situation. And so I feel that that's created this feeling where you feel like you're taking on way too much. You're very, very burdened. Probably feeling as if you need to let some things go in order to free up your time, in order to free up your mind, Gemini. But as a result of that, that's leaving you with this feeling of, you know, I'm not so sure if I made the right decision. It's almost like you're kind of at odds with yourself. And I only say that because we've got rays of light coming out from two different directions. It's almost like you're kind of questioning whether or not what you believed was really the right thing, but yet here it is directly in front of you. And so I'm getting the sense you're too much in your head. Kind of feeling a little bit sorry for yourself because of your current situation. Likely associated with this change. Well, the Ace of Swords, that's another new beginning. This is that. So this is the Ace of Wands is that creative new idea. The Ace of Swords is more like super swift action that comes in. It's like it's a new idea, a new communication. It's brought in to release this stagnation. So the stuff that's keeping you from moving forward, this Ace of Swords energy comes in to get you beyond that. And so this may not have shown itself yet, but it will. Some sort of communication, some sort of clarity. And it is, you know, I love it in this card because it really screams, this is the universe blessing you yet again. It's like, you know, you have 4 blessings here from the universe, plus a view towards that your journey is moving in a destined path for you. It's a journey that you're meant to be on because there's something you need to learn from it. Now, the Three of Pentacles is when you utilize the strengths of yourself and others to accomplish one great big task, one great big goal, to bring about this great big dream. And it's going to take a lot of hard work to get to that point. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of hard work in order to bring this dream to reality. So please understand that's not going to happen overnight, but you need to have a real strong attitude of cooperation in order to be victorious there. Now, this Wheel of Fortune also tells you, Gemini, that I don't know why, but for some reason I'm just thinking that I might have called you Aquarius at some point in time during this. And if I did, my apologies. I'm not so sure why that's coming up. If I had not called you Aquarius, and I won't know till I rewatch, but if I had not, you may be working with somebody who's an Aquarian. And if so, it's really excellent, Gemini, because, you know, Aquarians are very deep thinkers, and they're very much problem solvers. So if there's any sign that's really great about bringing about a creative endeavor and finding a solution to do that, Aquarius is one. So if I had not called you Aquarius, Gemini, you may be working with one. But this Wheel of Fortune, Gemini, it tells you to stay calm, that this whole situation, this whole new change for you may be very confusing to you, but don't let that confusion cause you to fear the situation, because it's a learning experience. You have to let go of control and understand that it's happening in your life for a reason, and there's something you need to learn from it. And maybe what you need to learn from it is how the foundation here came crumbling down so you can rebuild to bring about this great, big, huge new dream. Now, I see more confusion here with this Moon card. The Moon card is a card of mystery. It's when you're moving along your journey and to unexpected places, you know, unexpected events, unexpected places. You know, and you can't really see exactly where you're going. It's filled with a lot of confusion and anxiety. But as you go along that journey, the path becomes illuminated for you. And what I'm seeing is that worry, that confusion, that anxiety comes up as a result of, you know, both of these new things, this new creative idea and the new communication coming in. That confusion and anxiety is as a result of that, and as a result of the communication that came in here to try to bring balance that caused burdens. You're going to be working very hard at this, Gemini. I don't know what this thing is for you. This could be business related. It could be a creative project. It could be volunteer work that you're trying to start up a nonprofit or something like that. It could be, and I'm not sure why that came up, but somebody must be doing that. It could be virtually anything. But if this resonated with you, you'll know exactly what it was. I don't feel a need to take any clarifiers on here because it's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to be working pretty hard. Something came in that changed the whole direction that you were going in regarding a big dream, and now you're moving in a new direction. There's new communication coming in. You need to stay out of your head, trust the process, understand you're going to learn from it, be cooperative, and just allow the path to be illuminated. As you go on this journey, the path will be illuminated for you. So we didn't have anything in romance here, but let's see what Spirit wanted you to know from for love and romance. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now understand that codependency could be anything. It could be somebody, you know, feeling like they need to have your time all the time. And I do see you're going to be lacking time. You're going to be working quite a bit. It could have to do with actual addictions. It could, you know, have to do with gambling or alcohol or drugs or sex addictions or something like that. Most of the time, though, when I see codependency and we have nothing in here showing any kind of toxic behavior, the codependency I see here may be more related to time and not like your partner or yourself not being able to allow the other person to grow and breathe, you know. So just be cautious of that. Mystical wisdom advice you're getting is to trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Now I like this. She's got this headdress with this unicorn horn on here. And as a result of your reading today, that's what's really being illuminated for me. And as well as the wings. And I'll tell you why. Because I feel like this new creative endeavor that you're moving on is something that it's not what you planned. It may not be fully conventional. It may be an entirely new way of doing things. And for that reason, I'm seeing this unicorn horn. It's like part of this burden is the fact that you're not really sure what to do or which direction to go in because this is so new to you. But it is a really exciting new thing. And the wings here remind me of these wings here with these burdens. But at the same time, so the wings of this bird, you know, the bird is black. So it could be a raven, it could be a crow, it could be something else. But in this card, it's blue, and it kind of resembles, to me, like, you know, a raptor wing or an owl wing, more likely an owl. And so for me, and there's also a little hummingbird in here, I didn't see that. But for me, it's saying, you know, Gemini, flap your wings, move forward on your journey. Take those steps, just move forward. Don't allow yourself to get stuck. Because, you know, you have this bright journey ahead of you, and it is going to be work, it is going to be tough, but it's beautiful, and it could be moving you in a really great position. So keep that in mind. Gemini, I hope this was helpful to you. If you need a more personalized reading, please check down in the description box and click the link to go over to my website for information on how to order a personal reading. But please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.